Hey, what's up, guys? This is Mike and Dane, and today we are going to talk about a story we found in Car Buzz. We're going to react to it. This is the story Dane wanted to talk about 10 cheap cars you could buy that have 400 horsepower. This is a lot of horsepower, Dane.
It is a lot of horsepower. And when I first saw the headline, I thought, oh man, cheap car to me is like 15 grand.
Yeah,
And then,
subjective. Yeah.
yeah, it is subjective. So as you reading this article, cheap for this article, whoever's writing this is about $40,000.
Yeah, right.
He's looking at newer cars. I thought this was going to
Uh,
be like cars from the 80s, 90s,
there are
older
a
used
couple of
cars.
them
It's
in
not.
there.
It's a little bit newer than that. But if you're in the market for a new fun car that makes 400 horsepower, which is pretty quick,
That's pretty quick.
this one's for you.
It's not quite as fast as my 2004 Camry, but we'll make an exception. Let's look at
It's
this.
getting there though.
All right. Let's look at the first one. Where is this? The Infinity Q50 or the Q60 Red Sport? Do you like this car, Dane?
I had no idea this car was that powerful. I always kind of when you see these, which isn't very often, it just looks like every other sedan. So this is what I would consider a sleeper. If you don't want anybody to know how fast you are, you get one of these cars because I would have just figured it's a V6 and no
Hmm.
power at all.
Looks like it's turbocharged, twin
Hmm.
turbocharged.
Yep, Infinity made by Nissan, so you get Nissan reliability.
Yeah, well, it used to be reliable.
It's the
All
same
right.
company that makes
It's
the
not as bad.
GTR and
It's
stuff.
not
You know,
that
there's some.
bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be good.
All right, this looks like they found a 2017 Q50 sedan
Hmm.
with about 80,000 miles for a little over 22,000. That's not too bad.
It's not bad at all. That's a really good price for a car that makes that kind of power.
Yeah, there you go. All right, next car, the Nissan Z. Now, this is my favorite.
I was gonna
One of
say
my
I knew you'd
favorite
like this
cars.
one.
Yeah, I
Yeah, the
like that
Nissan
one.
300 is a pretty sweet car.
This is a 3-liter twin turbo V6. Looks like the same engine as in that other one.
Yeah, pretty
Um,
similar.
so here we go.
A
It's
little more sports car, two-door, rear-wheel drive, very, very sports car. Manual transmission if you wanted.
yeah, that's the only way to fly.
Hmm.
Looks like the base price is about $43,000. So it's available in the manual transmission, unlike the Infinity models.
Yep.
And I love this car. All right,
Yep.
next one. I know you like this one.
This
The
one should be
Ford
obvious,
Mustang
right? Yeah.
GT.
Yeah,
Yeah.
any of these Ford Mustangs from the modern era are going to make a bunch of horsepower. They're going to be very reliable. They're going to handle really well. You're going to have a good time. If you're looking for a two-door sports car, it's hard to go wrong with Mustang. Um, and then following this one up is
Yeah.
going to be, I believe, the Camaro. I mean,
Let's see.
as it should be, right?
That's the car you want. I
Dude, yeah,
know that's the
exactly.
one
The
you
one
want, right?
SS, one LE is a sweet car.
Oh, that's nice.
Makes over 400 horsepower. You can get it
All
with a
right,
six-speed
let's
manual if you wanted. Rear-wheel drive. Yeah, see, there you go. 550 horsepower, 550 foot-pounds of torque.
so they're saying you can get this used for about $40,000. It's a 6.2-liter V8. That's the big
Hmm.
boy. 455 horsepower, 455 pounds of torque. That's
Yep,
pretty fast, man.
it
That's pretty
is. That
fast.
car is going to hold. A car holds its value really well too. So like when those cars were new, they were like 50 grand, and
Hmm.
so 5 years later, a used one's still 40 that with decent miles on it. So it could be easy money in, money out if it's something you only wanted for a few years too, and then wanted to get into something else. So keep that
Oh,
in mind.
yeah. Just for the viewers, we got another story about the Camaro coming up. So if
Oh,
you like the Camaro, stay tuned. I know Dane wants to hear
I do
the
want to hear it.
story as soon as possible, but we got to finish this one first. Oh, I don't know what I never even heard of this car, the
Oh, really?
Volvo S60 Recharge. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, this is a pretty cool car that Volvo made, and they made them for a handful of years. There's a cult following for this specific car, not so much the Recharge, but the S60 in general.
Hmm.
But yeah, you got it with a turbo 5 cylinder. I'm not sure what this one has. Is this the five?
Just a 4-cylinder
Oh, it's
that
4 cylinder. Okay,
produces
the earlier ones I believe were
455.
5 cylinders, and they had a turbo. But you could get them in a manual trans that were all-wheel drive. I mean, they're kind of again a sleeper car. Made a bunch of power.
Wow, I never even noticed. This is definitely a sleeper. I never saw this car.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
It's like a plug-in hybrid system too.
Hmm.
Dang, they're making everything out of this car. So this is $50,000. So
Yeah,
these
this is
things
a
ain't
more
cheap.
this is a new car, but get one that's like 10 years old.
Yeah.
and you're going to be in that $25,000 range, and it's going to make still 400 horsepower and be fast. Yeah,
Okay.
they're pretty cool cars.
All right. Excuse me. I did not know about that one. Now, this is the Audi. I'm not a fan of Audi, but what do you think
Yeah,
about this? The RS3, Dane.
I really like this car, and it has a
Yeah.
lot to do with the driveline. That engine eh, is the same. It's a 5 cylinder. It's the same 5 cylinder half as the Lamborghini 10 cylinder.
Oh, half a
And
10 cylinder.
it is, and so there's huge power potential with that car if you wanted there to be. I mean, there's guys
Hmm.
that on the stock bottom end are making well over 1,000 horsepower,
Nice.
and yeah, you can really squeeze a lot of power out of those cars. So it's a great
Wow.
platform to start with if you're wanting to go for the moon.
5-cylinder all-wheel drive. Okay.
Yeah, that
Here's
thing's
another. Go ahead.
yeah, that thing's pretty sweet. It's a mean animal.
Sweet. All right. This one is the Audi S6. Another Audi. Looks
Yep.
like you can get let's see, 450 horsepower. Goodness
Hmm.
gracious. For 2017, so that's about 8 years old.
Yep.
Just under 30,000. Okay.
Yeah, it's a
Wow.
little bit bigger version of the RS3. So the six is like a it's just that it's just a bigger body car. That's what the larger number is. So yeah, if you wanted more of a sports saloon, this is for you.
All right. Well, if you do get one of these, make sure you have an Audi technician that you know that can work on this thing. You can't bring these kind of cars just to anybody.
Hmm.
I had to work on one of these and I thought I was going to have a heart attack. I
Yeah,
swear. I
maintenance
got it
isn't
done, but it was hard.
maintenance isn't cheap, but the driving experience can make it worth it.
Yeah. All right. Now, here we go. C6 Corvette. Dane, don't you have one of these?
A C7. I had a C7, but
Oh,
it had fire damage. But
okay.
it's gone now. I got it all parted out. I kept the stuff that I wanted off of it.
Okay. All right. Well,
But yeah, easy answer. You want a cheap sports car that can do everything? Corvette.
here we go. This one, let's see, you could find them on used car lots for 15 to 20,000. If you're looking for sports cars with 400 horsepower for under 10K, you'll still be looking at a 2006, but it'll probably be pretty much
Yeah.
beaten on.
Yeah, or you go with the earlier one, the C5.
Oh, all right. Well,
Yep.
yeah. There you go. Another 6.2 liter V8. There we go.
It's a super durable engine.
Now, why is this on here? This is a
Yeah,
truck. Why do we
I
have a
didn't
truck on here?
I didn't know that either, but our friend Dominic,
Hmm.
he got to drive one of these through his work, what he does.
Right.
He gets to drive a lot of new off-road kind of focused things from dealerships, but he said he was extremely impressed with this truck. He was
Yeah.
saying it's very flickable. He was surprised how fast and responsive it was for being a truck. He
Wow.
said it drives like a side by side. It's very nimble. So yeah, he was impressed. So I can see why it made it to the list.
All right. This one has a
It's not
3 liter,
cheap.
3 liter to I bet a 3 liter twin turbocharged V6. It makes 450 horsepower. Wow. That's pretty fast if you need to race around in the desert
That's right.
or off road. All right, now this is I didn't know this one. The Hyundai
Yeah,
Genesis 5.0. What is this? A luxury car?
I guess. Yeah, that's something that would compete with like the that Volvo S60 or the RS6. It's kind of in that league, I guess. But yeah, I didn't know anything about this car. So
Yeah. So it looks like it's a 5 liter V8, makes 420 horsepower, 383 foot-pounds of torque. That is pretty fast. You could find them for well under 20,000 on the used car market. All right, yeah, I think if you want to get a modern Hyundai, you definitely want to skip the turbocharged versions of the engines. Those things are blowing up like the 4th of July fireworks. But if you get a V8, I think you might be okay.
yeah, it's hard to beat V8 reliability.
Yeah. This guy in the comments said, I didn't know $60,000 for a car was considered cheap. Yeah.
It's a lot of money.
A couple of them were pretty cheap or were pretty expensive on the list.
Hmm.
This guy says a used scat pack. It didn't appear you did much research before writing this article. Oh,
Damn, shots fired. He just
I
upset that his car wasn't on there.
know. But Can you get the Scat Pack for under 40,000?
Probably.
They're over 400 horse.
There's a
Oh, yeah,
bunch
you
of them
could
out there. Yeah.
you could probably find one. This guy says you're not going to find a quality Scat Pack for 40 under 40,000. I found my 2021 Scat with 7,200 miles for $50,000. Okay, well,
It's still a
7,200
brand new
miles
car at that
is
point.
nothing.
Yeah.
I think you get one to about 30, you could might get it for around
Exactly.
40,000. That insurance bill is not going to be fun, though. I know that.
Mhm.
All right, so there we go, you guys. What do you guys think in the comments? Which car on that list would you like to get? Let me put a thing on here.
I'm definitely getting that Camaro.
You'd get the Camaro?
I like the Camaro.
I like that well, actually, no, I don't like that Camaro. I forgot. I like the Mustang.
You like, all right, yeah. I could see
I
you driving
like
that.
I was about to get a Camaro legit like back in 2010.
Mhm.
And I sat in that thing. It was so uncomfortable. I said, forget this. I'm getting a Mustang.
Oh, really? So I thought they were comfortable, but they're hard to see out of.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like I
Mhm.
can't see out of it. That's what I feel is
Nobody can.
not comfortable. Like I'm in a submarine.
Yeah. Yeah, you sit low in the car, the doors are high, like up on the shoulders, like where the window starts. So there's not a ton of like low visibility out of that car.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, let's look at this this Insta real quick, and then we'll get to the next article.
Mm-hmm.
This guy was driving through the city.
All right, look at this. Can you see this thing?
Yep.
Let me make it bigger. So this guy in the white car, and this is by at Mad Streets on the
Mhm.
Grizam, if you want to check him out. But look, just look at this white car being a bully.
What's he
Bullying a
doing?
Toyota. This is a Porsche in the white car. He's acting like a maniac. I don't know.
Hey, what's he trying to do here?
I don't know. You leave that Toyota owner alone.
I want to know what the Toyota owner did.
Oh, nothing. Toyota, the owners never do anything. Oh my God, look at this.
This guy's really
He's
upset.
going to break his hand trying to break the window.
He just kicked the window.
Oh my
Barefoot.
gosh. What the heck? That guy's got some roid rage or something.
Uh-oh. He's going to hit
Fight
it?
back. Fight back,
Get him.
Toyota.
Oh!
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to
Uh-oh, now he's really going to beat you up. Run. Drive away. Oh, see, they shouldn't have cut it off. I want to see what happens.
Oh, no, yeah, well, I want to see what happens because I'm guessing somebody got dragged out of that car and got their butt whooped.
Oh my gosh. Man, that's crazy. People are insane right now. I
Dude,
think a lot
that's
of people are on drugs.
Probably.
All right, this is the next article. Dane, this article is for you. This from GM Authority, the Chevy Camaro. They are trying to make the next generation Chevy Camaro less expensive so that people can actually afford them. This is crazy. What do you think about it? Are you happy to see this article, Dane?
Dude, I've been saying that. You got that on record here, you know? I was
Yeah.
thinking I want a base model style Camaro with the best engine and transmission and driveline that you can put in it. I don't want all the fancy stuff. I don't want power seats and windows and all that other nonsense and all the safety crap and nannies. I just want a really raw car. So they can come out with one of those.
Yeah.
You're looking at a guy that's probably going to buy one.
Yeah. If I could actually see out of it, maybe I'll get one too. We'll see what happens.
If it had bigger windows.
Bigger windows. Let's look at this article from GM Authority. They are talking about Chevy chief Scott Bell was quoted as saying in March 2023 press release that the discontinuation of the 6th generation model Camaro is not the end of the Camaro story.
Ooh, good.
That is a little bit of foreshadowing, a little bit of hint to keep us anticipating this. So, and some
I just
people are
read the next
saying,
line though. That doesn't look good.
so the article states they've heard some comments stating that the Camaro should return as an electric performance car. I'm hoping that those comments will be deleted because we do not need another disaster
Yeah.
like Dodge has with the electric Challenger or well, the electric well, what do they call it? Freaking thing.
Yeah, Charger.
Charger. Yeah, we don't
But
need
yeah,
that
they've
disaster.
got so much pushback on that thing that they keep delaying the release date and they're going to keep making more gas Chargers. So
Oh,
if that
I heard
tells you
they
anything.
I heard they released a couple of them and they were missing parts, and they gotta wait for the parts to get made.
Jeez.
This is a disaster. But anyway, we are hoping that that does not happen to GM, and I don't think they're gonna do that. That would be
Mhm.
suicide. But so GM has not given up on resurrecting the Camaro. This is what we are saying when they said never say never. They are thinking that the muscle car may return in the future. They're saying the product planners, they're trying to plan this car out, and they've landed on at least one aspect in the direction for the next generation model. Sources who have asked to remain anonymous tell GM Authority that the mantra surrounding any possibility of the next generation Camaro is that it must be affordable and attainable.
Mhm.
So that these are music to our ears right now.
Yeah, that's
I'm
all the things
loving
I
it.
want to hear. You're telling me all the right things.
Yeah, they're saying that they think they hit on something when some of the new Corvettes, in fact, the C8 Stingray
Mhm.
launched at an attainable $58,000 starting price.
Mhm.
So that's not the ZR1, but that is a really another fast
Still a very
Stingray.
capable car. Yeah.
How fast are those Stingrays, Dane? Do you know?
Like 0 to 60 is like 3 seconds.
Oh, that's pretty fast. That's pretty
Yeah,
fast.
they're pretty quick.
So they're saying that they have learned that by making the starting price lower, that they have attracted a younger customer base. Now that is a key thing for an OEM to do because older people eventually they are going to not be here anymore and they're
Mhm.
not going to buy any other cars. But when you get younger people to buy your cars, hey, they might buy this one, then they might buy another one, and then you got them hooked for 20, 30 years.
Exactly.
So that's why we need some younger
Let's be
cars.
honest, younger people spend their money more irresponsibly. So,
Oh yeah, yeah.
so if you could put it in their wheelhouse of affordability, you're more likely going to get a few more sales that way.
Yeah, there we go. Let's see. So, yeah, they are saying it's unclear whether attaining a low price point will carry another cost, like removing features or options. Dane says he doesn't care about any of those features or
I
options.
don't want any of the features or options.
He wants the car at a reasonable price. Maybe I don't know. What do you think would be reasonable for a V8 Camaro?
40.
40? Yeah,
Yeah,
I
give
guess.
me a car, give me that car, that drive line, but like super basic, dumbed down interior,
Yeah.
no 20 some airbags and stuffed inside of it and all that crap. Just I want the motor, the trans, the drive line, the shit, the body, and I just don't even care what's inside.
Dane doesn't care. He doesn't want airbags. He doesn't want seat belts. He doesn't even want a horn. He just wants a gas pedal. And you know what? The brake, they just slow you down anyway. We don't need those
Yeah,
brake
brakes are for quitters.
pedals. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, let's see what the comments have to say.
that's where the truth is at.
Let's see. I'm glad Trump won so that the EV mandates will fall and he will reduce cafe standards again. Maybe.
Yeah, right. Maybe.
We're all hoping that'll happen. This guy says you're in for a rude awakening.
Hmm.
And this guy, this was not me, this was some other nerd. He said EV is the future and cafe standards help everyone, even you. Using more fuel and creating more emissions is a selfish and counterproductive way to satisfy your muscle car craving. Is this guy trolling? He gotta be, he's gotta be, he can't really believe this.
I can't believe somebody actually talks like that. It sounds pretty terrible. Are you sure this isn't you?
This was not me. I don't
Oh,
feel this way.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. But look, I don't need every car to be fast, but for some cars, they can make fast cars. It don't bother me. I don't know. Maybe I'll buy one day. We'll never know.
I don't like this guy. What's he say? There's no
Oh, he's
there's no reason to hold on to yesterday at the expense of tomorrow. Dude, come on. You're talking to the wrong audience here. Most of my
yeah.
car most of my cars are 30, 40 years old.
There's somebody responded to him says you're dead wrong and F your cafe standards and these EV mandates. It helps no one, period. And Trump has won. And once voter ID passes, you could kiss your little precious Dems a goodbye.
Oh wow. It's
Oh,
getting
goodness.
hot in here.
This is a political conversation right now.
Yeah, it's getting
All
real
right.
hot in here.
And this guy gets into a whole bunch of conspiracy nonsense.
Oh
Oh,
man.
boy. All right. Well,
Whatever.
guy says
I'll
that is
muscle car
why.
forever.
This guy says that is why I voted for Team Freedom and not Team Mandate. Yeah, there we go. I think Dane wrote that comment.
Yeah, probably.
I like that though. Yeah, we need some freedom.
Yeah, I like freedom.
Let's look at this. Let me show you this other thing. Hold on. Now, Dane, I know you like BMWs, but I want you to see this is the wrong way to take off a BMW radiator cap.
Ooh, you can
Yeah, I
already tell
think
that car's hot. You can see the steam. This
you know
this
it's
isn't. Yeah, this isn't gonna
you
go
know
good.
it's you know that BMWs the pressure they have in their radiator system in their coolant systems is way higher than most cars. Did you know that, Dane?
I didn't know that. I thought they
Yeah,
were. Well, they're a little over 20 pounds, right? So,
it's a lot higher than that. We got.
are they really?
Let's look.
What is he doing? Don't do
I
that!
don't
Oh, you
know.
idiot!
Yeah, I saw and this
No
is
good was.
by
Oh, this guy. No good was gonna come of that.
this is by New Age YN. I don't know. It's by somebody, but whoever did this, look at this again. This is why would you even take it off? Just let it cool down naturally.
Yeah, right. Just let it cool off. It'll be fine.
I
That's a good
saw
way to
one
get
of these.
burned.
I saw one of these videos. This guy used his hand,
Yep.
and he had like serious burns on his hand, like the skin was hanging off.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get scalded immediately. That steam is gonna melt your skin. It's yeah. So for anybody out there that doesn't know, if your car is overheating and you see it steam coming out of the overflow, just let it go. Turn the car off. Just let it sit. It'll depressurize and cool off naturally. It'll take about 30 minutes to an hour. Just take your time. You go and open that cap, you're gonna get burned, and you're gonna wish you didn't.
Yeah, you got to let those things cool off naturally.
Yeah,
The same if you ever heat up something with like a torch or something.
yeah.
Don't ever like throw water on it. Because
Right.
that'll
quench it
if
real
it gets like
fast, yeah.
cherry red, just let it naturally cool down. Yeah, just have to do with the different types of steel microstructures.
Mhm.
What'll happen is you'll actually end up freezing it in a state where the metal is super sharp and it'll
Mhm.
just shatter. But look at
Mhm.
this guy. Look at this guy.
The skills here are impressive.
Why didn't
He's
this
trying to
is
turn
a
around on that little thing. Man,
this is a Honda Cross Tour.
I feel like this is not his first time.
Yeah, I know.
He did that
People in
very
other
well.
countries, man, they do crazy stuff with cars, getting them around roads and stuff. I think I would have a heart attack if I had to do
Dude,
this.
that's crazy. That dude's wearing a business suit too.
I don't.
He just on his
So
way to
people,
work.
somebody in the comments says, "Why didn't he just go and put it in reverse?"
No, that's too easy.
That makes too much sense.
Somebody was probably like, I bet you won't go up there and turn around.
You
He
think
said,
that was a bet?
he said, hold my beer.
All right, let me look at this next story, Dane.
Mhm.
So you know they're having fires in LA
Oh yeah, I've heard about these.
and everything is like a disaster.
Mhm.
But it looks like Elon Musk has donated Cybertrucks to LA communities that are without power. This is awesome. Let's see if we can look at this news story.
With Google Workspace,
So Dane, now I was saying before, trucks. I think that we like trucks because of their utility,
Yep.
because of their beauty. And even if you think that the Cybertruck is ugly and it doesn't have the same utility as a regular pickup truck, that does not mean that it is a bad vehicle. It doesn't have to be beautiful at all. And as you can see by this story, Cybertrucks have utility in disaster times. We saw they had the hurricane down south.
Yep.
I was using his Cybertruck to his neighbor's refrigerator going because they have medicine that you have to keep refrigerated. That's a big deal, bro.
Mhm.
So I think the Cybertrucks do have utility. Let's look at this story, and I'm gonna have to pause it so they don't copyright me, but let's see what happens.
Mhm.
Let's see.
Communication is something that he wants to work on. They're equipped with Starlink internet and free Wi-Fi to support wildfire response.
Now you hear that, Dane?
Yep.
The cyber trucks are equipped with Starlink internet, and they are going to different areas providing power and internet. Now, come
So
on,
it's
that's
a-
cool, man.
So
You
it's a
gotta tell-
rolling battery and Wi-Fi. And then what happens when the battery gets low?
Well, you got to send another one in, Dane. The battery don't last forever.
So what are you going to pick the dead one up with?
Well, you don't. You wait till it gets low and then you swap them out.
Or you just drive it away to a charging station?
No, I mean you send it like 4 or 5. When they start getting low, you send one back. You send a new one, and you just keep going back and forth.
Right.
I
What are
mean,
you sending the new ones there and back with?
No, you don't let it run out of energy completely. You wait till it gets like about 20%, and then you trade it on. Then the other one starts coming. That's all.
Oh,
You
okay.
just need a few of them, and look, they can really help people.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Sounds expensive.
Were spotted here at the Palisades Fire Incident Command Post. They're already in use by first responders. Musk says the vehicles will create a grid to help connect communities in the hardest hit areas.
Musk invited people.
Now look, they're creating a grid, Dane.
Hey, they're helping. I'm glad he's helping.
It's baller
Who
status.
have cyber trucks to
Yeah, I mean, you could
pick
have
up
just
Starlink
fired up a diesel generator too, but
No,
and
that's
go out
impossible.
there
No.
and add to the Starlink service for these
if
affected
only
areas.
Caterpillar or
So,
Cummins would just donate a
this-
generator.
There you go.
Yeah.
But look, I mean, I gotta say, I think Elon Musk should really look into making emergency versions of the Cybertruck, kind of how you have like police versions of the Dodge Charger or the Ford Explorer that police use and
Mhm.
fire and rescue use. They should have an emergency vehicle version of the Cybertruck, maybe a little bit bigger battery.
I'm
I
sure
know
it's
those
coming.
things. They can
Mhm.
already they could go into Wade mode, or they
Yep.
can up to 30. They could get to 30 feet, 30 inches of rainwater.
Mhm.
They have like a light bar you could put on them. So, like, let's say your whole community was out of power, and you have a few Cybertruck come in, set up a little mini grid. You know, it's just lasts for 2-3 days or whatever, and you could get power, you could get Wi-Fi, and you could also have light at night.
Mhm.
Come on, man, that's pretty baller status. I like the Cybertruck. Is an American truck, and it is an American hero sometimes. I think it works. I think it works.
It works.
It works. So let me see. I want to show you another. Now, this is kind of a sad story. So, but we got to talk about happy stories and sad story. The story about the Cybertruck, pretty happy, but this one is not a happy story. And this is why I tell people they need to slow down and stop racing around. This is not Fast and Furious. You need to race on a racetrack. This guy is a driver and was driving 151 miles per hour in a BMW M5, crashed into the people and unalived 6 people. And he was 17 years old, and they sentenced him now to 12 years in jail.
Dang. That's crazy.
He was facing up to 90 years in jail if he went to trial. So it looks like he pled down. He posted videos to social media of him speeding
Wow.
to 182 miles per hour. What the
Dude.
frick is going on? This
Dude,
is
when
an
you're doing
article.
182 miles an hour, you don't need to be recording yourself.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
dangerous.
no,
It is. Yeah, a lot's happening really fast at that speed.
yeah. This is the social media generation, and they are insisting upon committing crimes and recording themselves committing those crimes, and then uploading the crimes to the internet so that the whole world can see.
Yeah, I don't get it. But anyways, you got a picture of that crash?
Do we have a picture? I don't know if we even want to see that thing.
You probably don't want to see it. But
Yeah, I don't
I'm
think
guessing
they're
it's
showing it.
bad.
Yeah, they're not showing the crash, but looks, this is a Florida man. He rear-ended a Nissan Rogue while speeding in his M5 on January 27th, 2022. So not too long ago. As part of a deal with prosecutors, he pled guilty to 6 counts of vehicular homicide. and he'll get 7 years probation after he's released from his 12 years, and he loses his license for 3 years. How do you not lose your license for your whole life?
Yeah, forever.
How do you ever even? I don't know. Let's talk about that, but let's see. He struck a deal with prosecutors to avoid a maximum sentence of 90 years in prison. Mm-mm-mm. He was 17 years old at the time. Noah Thomas Gale, the son of a Wellington attorney, driving a 2019 BMW M5 that he purchased with $100,000 in cash.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
Wow, that is a lot to pay in cash. Driving on Route 441, he lost control of the high-powered sedan and slammed into the back of a Nissan Rogue. The collision was so violent that it crumpled the rear of the SUV into the passenger compartment and pushed the vehicle several feet forward. The vehicle then careened into the center median and rolled multiple times. Gosh, man, you unalived 6 people, man.
That's crazy.
How do they? I don't know. This is really sad. RIP to all these people who lost their lives from this idiot going that fast. He'll serve 12 years and 180 days in prison, following by 7 years of probation. Lose his license for 3 years, as we mentioned, and 800 hours of community service. Undertake a 12-hour driving course. Attend a victim panel. And post a vehicle to social media advocating for safe driving. This is the attorney said the families of the victims did not oppose the plea. Okay, well, if that's how they feel. But you guys, what do you think, Dane? Do you think the punishment fit the crime here? What do you think?
You killed 5 people, man. 6 people.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It should be way worse.
It seems like, yeah,
I mean,
it should be, but he's
just a kid.
Is
But,
considered a minor, but
yeah, I don't know. What do you?
I think.
What do you learn from that at that age? You know, is that enough time? Is it too much time?
I'd have to give him at least 20 years.
I don't know. Is he going to just be a criminal the rest of his life if he ever gets out? Now that he's in that system, like, no good comes from any of this.
I don't know. Let's look at this video. I might have to pause it a lot.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Liz Kidantis.
And I'm Jim Grimes. A Wellington man will soon be headed to prison after his reckless driving turned deadly.
Noah
Kid looks
Galley
tired.
accepted a
Maybe he's on
plea.
drugs.
You think he might be on drugs?
Look how tired he looks. Look how dark his eyes are.
Yeah, he might be.
Agreement today for causing a traffic crash that took the lives of 6 people in 2022.
CBS 12's Al Peffley was in the courtroom today when that deal was accepted. He joins us live outside the Palm Beach County Courthouse tonight with the latest details. Hi, Al.
All right, so that is the Palm Beach County Courthouse. They were saying his dad was a lawyer, so
yeah,
I
obviously
don't know,
pretty well off if he's able to pay for a car with $100K cash. It's a lot of money to just be hanging on to.
Yeah, he might have some connections.
Maybe.
Hi, Jim. Noah Galley was 17 years old when he rear-ended an SUV at high speed, killing 6 people inside. Had he gone to trial and been convicted, he could have received up to 90 years in prison, but instead, under the terms of his plea agreement, he will only serve a fraction of that.
So he's facing 90 years. So what is he? 17. So yeah, that would have been a life sentence.
Yeah, right. Why don't they just say until you're dead? Well, at that point,
Yeah.
Because like sometimes when people like do like a multiple homicide or something, then they end up getting like multiple life sentences. Like, for what? Like, it's like saying I'm going to shoot you with one, or I'm going to kill you with a bullet, or I'm going to kill you with 5,000. Like the outcome's the same.
Yeah, like when they give people like 200 or 300 years, like,
yeah,
what's the point of that?
Yeah, right. Why not 1,000,000 years?
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. I'm gonna see if they talk to some of the people.
Yeah, has that kid talk? Give a statement at all?
In prison, he's getting 12 and a half. Noah Galley, now 20 years old, said nothing as he left the courtroom after agreeing to a plea deal that carries 12 and a half years in prison, followed by 7 years probation. 3 years ago, in January of 2022, just before 11 o'clock at night, Galley was driving his BMW at over 150 miles an
And he's
hour.
doing it at night too. Oh man,
150 miles an hour.
that's fast.
My gosh.
But
What
in
is
that
wrong
car,
with
it's
these
so
kids?
easy. It's so easy to go that fast in that car.
Dane, I'm telling you, in the future, they are going to they're going to limit the speed of every car. Like every new car is not going to be able to go this fast.
Yeah,
I think that's what's going to happen.
unless you know how to like crack in the ECU and do a little beep booping, and
Yeah, you
Unlock
better
it.
not be doing that.
I would never.
Of course not.
That's against the law.
on State Road 7 near Delray Beach. He rear-ended a small SUV, causing it to swerve into the median and roll over multiple times.
Yeah, you know, it must be really bad if they're not showing any pictures at all of the vehicles.
Yeah, they're just showing
He
the
is
area.
accepting responsibility. No amount of time will bring back the victims.
I hate it when they say that. I mean,
Yeah,
of course we know
Yeah,
that
everybody
time
knows
is not
that.
going to bring back the victims. The time is there to punish the perpetrator.
yeah,
We know they're not going to bring back the victims.
right.
I hate when they say
For
that.
the families.
Relatives of the victims did not attend today's court hearing, but Johnson says they agreed to the plea deal.
The victims all have written to us that they do not object to this. Some of them didn't even want him to go to jail at all. One wanted us to drop the case entirely.
Wow,
Wow, that's some forgiveness right there.
that's
Goodness.
serious forgiveness.
That's Amish level forgiveness.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess if people want to be forgiven, then they need to forgive others. But at the same time, there is a thing called justice. So, I mean, I guess if the family is okay with the 12-year sentence, who am I to say they are wrong?
yeah. Maybe we should just let them decide. Maybe we should just keep our opinions to ourselves. The families
Yeah.
affected can come up with a sentence.
Yeah, I think that's the best idea, Dean.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm sorry I had to bum everybody out with that story.
All right, let's get a good story now.
Yes, that's a good story. This is kind of good. Dane, did you know that there is a 2025 Buick LaCrosse? Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Now, this is more my style of car. But the only bad thing about this car is they only make it in China.
Oh,
And look at this. This is from GM Authority. This is a two-tone 2025 Buick LaCrosse. Look at this thing. This thing is beautiful. I love
Okay.
this car. You don't like it?
it's okay.
I mean, it's not as good as a Camaro for you, but I mean,
Yeah.
this is a nice.
It's not
cool
bad.
car.
Yeah, it's kind of got muted, subtle features.
Yeah. The two-tone. I like it. Remember, we were talking about if GM was going to bring back a sedan. See, look at this one.
Is this like a hybrid too?
No, this is a 2-liter turbo.
Okay,
And this one is green and silver. I like that.
I don't hate the green and silver. It's decent.
That's nice, man. Now look at this is silver and black. Nice. I like that one.
Hmm.
But yeah, they are only making this in China for now. I'm going to have to write Mary Barra a letter, the CEO of GM, write her a handwritten letter begging her to bring this to the US. I would love to see this on
Tell
sale.
You just want one. Just give me one, please.
Just bring one for MJ.
Hmm.
Man, I made a video about what is the best year Buick Lucerne,
Hmm.
and people in the comments are telling me how much they love their Buick Lucerne,
Nice.
and I feel like that was one of the best Buicks they ever made, and I hope they bring this back. Now, only thing, let's see, it's got the 2-liter turbo. I would rather have it be a 2-liter hybrid because I like the hybrid powertrain better than turbos. Turbos are real complicated. Hybrid cars are actually pretty freaking simple. They make the transmission super simple. So all they got is a couple motor generators and a couple gears, and boom, you're done.
Hmm.
These transmissions last forever and a day. I think if they brought this to the US, now they don't have to be two-tone, or they could have some of them be two-tone, some of them just be regular.
I like that. The black on top and silver on bottom.
Yeah, man, that's nice, man.
Hmm.
I don't know. Would you rather see this as a Buick or as like a Chevy Impala?
The Buick's fine.
Buick's fine. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to see it. Either one would be fine with me. I think that this could go if you brought this over with the hybrid version, powertrain, or even a plug-in hybrid. I think this could be some serious competition for the Toyota Camry and the Honda Accord. But I think it looks better than both of those cars.
Yeah, it does.
Now that's one thing that, as I do like Toyota, but I'm always going to side with GM because I am an American and GM is an American company.
That's
But
right.
I'll tell you the truth. People like Toyotas because of their reliability, their dependability, their quality, their value, they're comfortable on the inside. But there's one thing that is about Toyotas, they aren't necessarily good looking cars.
Mhm.
They're most of them, other than the LC500, the Lexus LC500, which is one of the best looking cars ever made.
Mhm.
Other than that, the Toyota Camry, the RAV4, the Corolla, their looks are average at best, to quote Kevin Samuels. This car is good to great looking. That is my opinion. Do you agree with that, Dane?
It looks better than the Camry. I'll give you that.
And it's bigger. It's bigger on the inside too.
Yeah.
I think Americans would like this, and I hope they bring it over. We will see, though. Let's look
Well,
in the comments.
Mary Barr's listening, so maybe she might.
Mary Barra, I beg you to bring that car over.
Mhm.
Let's see. This guy says, I would like more American cars too. This is nice.
Mhm.
This guy says, let's see. Wow, how gorgeous. Great to see. The best place to buy an American car is China. They have the LaCrosse, the Regal, the Verano, the Monza, the Cruise, the Malibu, the CT6 Cadillac. Yeah, the Taurus, MKZ, all those great cars they have. While we have to settle for every car in the same square shoebox styled sports.
Yeah, what
utility
happened, man? We
vans.
want some better looking cars over here.
Yeah, I like that. Let's see. This guy says, Buick, what are you doing? Let this be available for purchase in America.
Hey,
I
it might
agree,
be one
man.
day. It could just be testing over there.
Yeah, I'm think maybe they're over there beta testing. Like maybe it's easier for them to come out
Mhm.
with vehicles because the regulations are lower in China and they test them over there.
Yep.
I'm hoping that's what's happening.
Yep, and it's a booming economy, so it's a good place to test.
Yeah, and they love Buicks over there. You can't really blame them for selling Buicks in China because they buy them a lot. Like they really like Buicks for some reason.
Mhm.
And in America, like we're kind of indifferent to Buicks. But I have always liked Buicks, and I wish that more people in the U.S. would like them too.
Mhm.
They're good value. They're semi-luxury.
Mhm. Oh,
I
yeah.
like semi-luxury. I like a little bit of fanciness. Okay,
Mhm.
a little bit. Let's see. The sedan isn't dead here. Toyota and Honda sell hundreds of thousands of Camry, Accords, Corollas, and Civics every year. Camry sold 220,000 plus units here in the U.S. in 2024. I thought they sold more than that, but okay. It's still the highest selling sedan. Let's see. The problem is General neglects this market, pouring billions into EVs. They do put a lot into EVs, but they're making a lot of like the little crossovers now. They're real popular.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see if the US will come back to sedans just a little bit. Like you don't have to have 4 or 5 sedans, just 1 or 2 would be good.
Yeah, like one good one.
Yeah, like that. The one we
Mhm.
just looked at is a good one.
Mhm.
This guy, yes, says correction on my Camry sales figures, 309,000. Yeah, I thought that was a little off. TMW. But yeah, Camry, like you're selling cars, if you could sell 300,000 in a year in the US, that's a really good year.
Yep. Oh, yeah. It's a lot of cars.
Yeah. So that's billions of dollars right there. But yeah, that is let's see, this is the last one. I just brought a Buick LaCrosse from the Buick dealership a couple weeks ago. I love it. I had one before this one and it lasted me well over 200,000 miles. These 1.4 and 2 liters with a turbo are complete garbage and all have issues. I don't know if they're complete
That
garbage.
guy's after your own heart right there.
I'm not a fan of turbos in any car unless it's a sports car.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope that we are getting through the turbo era right now. I know Honda, they stopped for the Civic. They used to put the 1.5 liter turbo in it, and they also had a 2 liter naturally aspirated for the
Mhm.
Civic. For the new ones, 2023 and up, they no more 1.5 liter turbo,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm glad because that thing wasn't terrible, but it did have some problems.
Right.
And yeah, I'm sick of them. I know the Camry doesn't have a turbo; it just has the 2.5 liter hybrid, which
Mhm.
is more than enough. All right, well, I think that's about all we got. Oh, wait, I could show you this Buick up close at the. They had a video from the Chinese auto show.
Oh.
Let's see if we could bring that up. This one isn't the two-tone version, but you could kind of see what it looks like from this video. Here we go.
I get lost in
Quiet. All right, so here it is. I want to see what the interior looks like. But
Yeah, it's not
this
bad.
a nice, well put together, well looking semi-luxury Buick.
Mm-hmm.
That's my style, man. We don't gotta go full luxury.
Bring it to the U.S. and take all MJ's money. He'll take 2 of them.
Take my money, Buick. I want
Mhm.
this. All right, here's the interior. See, they got these huge screens now. That's why I love these huge screens. I know, Dane, you don't like those,
Yeah,
right?
it's not for me.
I want a huge screen. You've been to Times Square in New York, right?
Oh yeah,
Did you see all the screens in there?
dude. I can't stay there for very long. It's just too much chaos and lights, and yeah, no thanks.
I went there a while ago and I would look like a complete tourist. I'm like, wow, look at all the screens everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they have like the whole building will just be screens, like whole buildings, and
Yeah, you go there at
just
night. It's all
great.
everything's just lit up.
Yeah. But yeah, there we go. Come on, we need this in America.
It's not bad. What
This
could be
is
coming?
this interior is way. Look, I like the Toyota Camry. I was really close to buying one, but this interior in this Buick is so much better
Mm-hmm.
than that Camry. The Camry looks, like I said, their looks are average at best, and it just looked weird in certain places. The steering wheel looks weird. They got a weird thing on the passenger side of the dash,
Mm-hmm.
and this one just looks classy, and I like it. Yeah, man. Bring over the grandpa cars because you don't have to be a grandpa to drive a grandpa car. All right,
That's right.
let me see. Here we got a comment from Adam Smith. I've thought the Camaro got overpriced. It was no longer the affordable muscle car. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that.
We
Man.
all agree. Yep.
Let me see. I want to look at what was the first year of the Camaro, like the 69,
67.
67. I want to look at a picture of one. 1967.
And then like the highest trim level in 1967 was like $4,000.
No, $4,000. That's it.
Yeah, but that's 1967 money.
Was that a lot of money back then?
Kinda. Not, but it's not like a comparable to like the 50,000 it is now for like a ZR1.
All right, so let's look at this. I would like the next generation Camaro to look similar to this with some windows I could actually see out of.
Yeah, that's the best looking Camaro out of all of them. Is
Look
the
at this.
66.
This is awesome.
Yeah, the 67, 68, 69 Camaros are the best looking ones.
Look at this red one. Man, that is nice. Bring
You
that
can-
back.
Yeah, you can get a new one. Every
Well, how
every
much is it going to cost? Like $200,000?
well, it depends on what level you want to bring it to, but you can get brand new bodies.
All right, I'm going to include this in the letter I'm writing to Mary Barra.
Mhm.
Please make the new Camaro with windows that I can see out of, and I don't feel like I'm sitting in the bottom of the ocean in a submarine,
Right.
and make it look like the 1967 Camaro, but like updated. Look at
Mhm.
that, man. That's sweet.
Yeah, they look good.
That is sweet, man. So do you think they're going to put the 5.3 in there or the 6.2 or both?
Oh, 6.2 for sure.
The 6.2?
Oh yeah.
That's going to be fast, man.
Mhm.
All right. Well, that's what we got for you today. Anybody in the comments, do you have anything to say or forever hold your peace?
Hell, I hope with the new Camaro they put that new Corvette engine on it, the new Generation 8 motor.
What, the flat plain crank one?
Yeah, the 5.5 liter that makes like 1,200 or yeah, a little over 1,000 horsepower, 1,060 something.
Can you put that? Can you have that without the turbo?
You could,
You'd have
but
to.
I don't
I
want it
guess
with
you
the
have to change the
turbos.
compression ratio. Though.
Exactly, yeah. I want it with the turbos.
No, don't. That's gonna be way too. You ain't gonna get that for cheap.
So
It's like 1,000 horsepower.
no, just give it to me for cost.
Yeah, it's probably cost. They probably hand build those engines.
They do. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, but look, if you could get this Camaro, how much would you pay for this with this 6.2 naturally aspirated engine, stick shift, no screens, no infotainment?
Yeah, like that car, but with modern driveline,
Yeah,
50 easy.
easy 50.
Yeah.
Just a basic, man.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe they could have like just a basic version, and then they'll have like a couple trim packages where you can get all the other stuff in it.
Mm-hmm.
I like it, man. I like this red one right here.
Yeah, so yeah, I think I'd still prefer to have the old car though versus a new one.
Why?
Because old cars have soul. New cars are just like
What do you mean soul?
easy. I don't know. I don't know. They have a feeling when you drive
Feeling?
something that's old. I don't know. I like it, whatever it is. When you
I
drive
feel
something
like
that's new,
it's
it's
about
like
to fall
it feels like
apart.
well, it feels like you cheated. Like when you have something new and go fast in it, it's like whatever. But like when you have something old and you got to maintain it and you got to do the work to it and you got to do the modifications and the work yourself to make it go faster and handle better. Like it's got feeling.
Yeah, I feel you on that. You put your blood, sweat, and tears into it.
Exactly, man. Makes you feel alive.
It makes me feel unsafe because there's no airbags in them.
You'll
I just
die
want to
quick.
get.
You'll
I
die a
would
quick
much.
death like a man.
Yeah. Oh man, that's funny. All right, you guys, we're gonna leave it right there.
Yeah.
Dane, thank you for coming through
No
with
problem.
all of your GM expertise. We will join you guys again next Sunday for more automotive news and comments and a bunch of other stuff. But that's what we got for you today. Thank you for tuning in and have a good one.
Yeah, I'll see you next time.